Howdy-yum. This is Mary Burris of Flowering Cactus and Rethink Fitness, and in this video I'm covering ab work, building strength in the core specifically. So I'm not going to have a warm-up in this video, so if you need to do some sun salutations or some other warm-up, pause and please do that now. Otherwise we're going to get right into it. We're going to begin with a balancing pose. So basic tree pose is any balancing pose. You get into the balancing pose the exact same way. So you start in Tadasana. So you should know how to get into Tadasana. If you have questions, I have a video on my YouTube channel about how to do that. So you get there and then you step. So I'm going to go from the side so you can really see this. So I'm placing the heel on the floor, spreading the toes nice and wide, getting a nice wide base. That's physics. Then engaging for men, the lower abdominals, really getting those nice and tight, which helps to stack the core. Ladies, mula bandha, which means all the muscles between the tailbone and the pubic bone. You engage those muscles, that accomplishes the same thing. Then palms come to the heart and the thumbs press in at the sternum. If you start to feel wobbly in a balance pose, a trick is to press your hands together. So I see people do this all the time and they're wobbling and I'm like, just press your hands. This engages the lats and helps to turn all of this on and helps to balance. So here we go. Getting into it. I'm engaging everything. Find a spot on the floor for your gaze to begin with. And then in the tree, we start out like this. The big toe is on the floor and the heel is just leaning on the other leg. It's not pressing, okay? Just leaning. So this is how we begin. Nice and lined up. And if you're steady here, then you can move your foot up to your calf. So you're pressing your leg into your foot and your foot into your leg. That gives you another point of balance. Never put your foot on your knee. Never do that. If you're doing the other level of this, it's here. Okay. And if you want, you can bring your hands up. Palms can face each other, or you can bring your hands together, but stay nice and tucked. Okay. And then to come out of the tree, the palms come down, and we release the foot to the front. Now, a lot of times people will, we're doing ab work, right? So this is why we're doing that. A lot of times I see this. Okay, now you're not working your abs. You're working your lower back. And that's not what we're doing right now. So you want to use your abs to hold this leg up. And the glutes on the opposite side are working also. So that you know you're using your abs because you're nice and straight. Okay, so other side, because we always do, both sides. So here we go, get all set up. And then find your version of the pose. Now you don't get points for going too far ahead of yourself in yoga, by the way. Breathing, balancing. Okay, then we bring the palms down and release the leg. And remember, you're using your ab. So everything is stacked. You're using the opposite glute to help you balance and stay nice and straight. And then exhale, bring it down. Okay, awesome. So another good pose for abs is the triangle pose. So one foot is straight out like this. The other foot can be 90 degrees or 45 degrees, whatever works for your body. You want to tuck the hips, draw your hip out to the opposite side, arms come parallel, and you're just leaning straight. Leaning straight over your leg, okay? A lot of people make the mistake, and I see this all the time. They make the mistake, they think, oh, I'm going to get down to the floor, I'm so cool. that's just going to mess your hip up in the long run. So you stay in the plane. You don't go down as far, but this is more along the lines of what we're doing. And no weight in this hand, by the way. In fact, you can even do the triangle pose like this. You want to keep your heart up, and you want to stay over this leg. So if you do it this way, you're going to really feel it in here. Building those muscles. Breathe. And inhale and come up. And then we just change sides. So again, you're nice and straight here. This hip comes out directly to the side. Arms come out. And again, just leaning to the side. I'm going to actually spread my legs a little bit further. There we go. Leaning, leaning, leaning. Right over that leg. Heart is up and open. Boom. Or you can do this one. Whatever feels good. Keep your heart up. Keep lifting this upper arm. And inhale. Boom. So you should feel that in the side of your core there. Okay. So another one that I like to do is the revolved triangle. So the way that looks is the back foot is at a 45-degree angle, front foot is facing forward. You take the opposite arm from the foot that's in front, you breathe in and you lift up out of the hip, and then you reach forward. Now a lot of people like to have a block for this, and that is awesome. Blocks are great. And then you exhale and you twist. So I'm going to turn around so you can see what that looks like on this direction, from this direction. Always exhale when you twist. This arm is going straight up. So a lot of people do make the mistake of leaning back the arm. No, it's going straight up. And the block or the floor or whatever on your hand on the floor will help you with the twist part. So your arms should be lined up like this, ideally, in a straight line. And inhale, exhale, unwind, breathe in to come up. All right, other side. Here we go. Inhale, lift up. This is going to give mobility here. Reach, 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 reach. Plant your hand on whatever you're planting it on. Exhale to come into the pose. So 5 breaths, and you want to breathe way down in the lower back. Nice and slow, nice and even. Last breath here. And exhale to unwind. Inhale to come up. All right, great. Now we're going to get on the floor. So I'm going to move the computer monitor down for better viewing on your part. There we go. Okay, so coming down onto the floor, lots of awesome ab work we can do on the floor. So the first thing I'm going to do, I call it a circus sit-up. And the reason I call it that is because I learned this move when I was taking a circus course at Boston University when I was a theater major there. My freshman year. It was a riot. So, actually we're going to start in Vilasana, the boat pose. So, sit up nice and tall. Now, some people, their body naturally curves here. You might want to put a blanket or something under your glutes, under your sits bones, so that you can sit up. But you want to engage your abs first and then bring your legs up. So you see, like, I did come back a little bit, but I didn't curve down. This is where you're using your lower back, and we don't want that. We want you up, using the abs. So if you can stay up, you're gonna release your arms from your legs. Yay, it's an ab party. So much fun. And exhale, bring your feet down. Okay, now circus sit-ups. This is so fun. I'm going to show you from this angle so you can understand it. So we're here. And so basically we're in the boat pose with our arms out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring the knees in. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You get it? So fun, right? So fun. See if you can get to 10. And if you can get to 10, then see if you can get to 15. I don't think I could do 15 of those right now. Okay, so you know what? I realized for this next move, it's better if I have blocks. And of course, my blocks are over there. So if you need to get your blocks, go get them. And I'll meet you right back here in a second. All right. Hooray for blocks. Okay, the blocks come next to your hips. Now in this next one, you want to use this part of your ab, and you hardly ever use these for any reason. And really. So we're gonna, strengthen here and tone here. And so this can be very difficult. And you want to make sure that you're engaging your lats when you come up on the blocks, and I'll show you what I mean. And so the first thing is I've put my left foot in front of my right here, crossed. My knees are up. See that? Hands go on the blocks, and I'm going to press into the blocks. Now, if you're using your arms, you're going to get, you really want to engage the lats here. Pick up one foot, and then come up on the toe of the other one, and do not try to do it like this. That's not the point. We're strengthening the abs. You want to slowly be able to lift up that other foot, okay? So Ashtanga people do this, and they will jump back, and they'll do all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, good for them. That's awesome. It's beautiful to see. And if you want to work up to that, please do, because it's awesome. Now we're going to switch legs. Here you go. Remember to push way up out of your shoulders. You don't want to be down in here. Up, up, up. Pick up the first foot, then the other foot, and just hanging out, having a good time. Woohoo! Working those abs. All right, and exhale, come down. Shake out your wrists. Do some little wristy twisties. There you go. All right. Okay, so now we're going to do the awesome asana to kind of counter some of the things that we've been doing already. So awesome asana, you're going to take your feet about mat's width apart. I don't like to use a mat on my rug because it just bunches up and is a mess. So it goes like this. Exhale, you swish to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, swish to the other. So okay, now my knees are going to drop to the left. So while they're over here, I'm going to take my right hand and bring it over so that my thumbs face each other. And then walk my hands back so that I come into a twist. So you'll do the same thing and come into this twist. And it feels so good. It's such a delicious twist. So breathe into it, into the lower back. Again, you want to stay up out of your shoulders. And breathe in. Exhale to unwind, and then more swish. This also massages the glutes, so that feels really good. Okay, this time the knees are dropping to the left. I'm sorry, to the right. The left hand comes across, and walk the hand this way and twist. Feels good. Breathe. Okay. Now we're going to lie down. So, we've done some nice twisting. That was great. Plant the feet. So the feet are about hips distance apart and they are on the floor. Sit up nice and tall. Reach your arms forward. Breathe in. And you're going to come down one vertebra at a time at equal pace between each vertebra as you come down. So there's, you want to work towards that move. Okay. All right. So from here, you're going to bring your knees up towards your chest to get your lower back nice and flat on the floor, and you want to keep it there. So you're going to engage your abs so that you're pressing your lower back into the floor. You shouldn't have a space. Okay? And the legs go up. Hands come down. Palms are facing down. And we're going to breathe in. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're going to get about 5 inches off the floor. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to change that count to 4. So exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Keeping that lower back on the floor the whole time. 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Relax your shoulders. 2, 3, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. Keep your lower back on the floor as best as you can. 2, 3, 4, and breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hooray. Now bicycle. Just having a little breather here. Loosening things up some. Okay, bring your feet back together. Exhale. Bring them down. Make sure your lower back is on the floor. We're about 5 inches off. And cross one ankle in front of the other. Boom, boom, boom. Keeping those abs working on pressing the lower back on the floor. And inhale. Woo! Happy baby. There we go. Rock from side to side. All of the fun. All of the fun. All right. That might be all that I'm going to do with the abs today. So now we're going into cat's tail. And this is such a yummy, yummy pose. So extending the left leg, right knee comes into the chest. Exhale, let it come over to the left. So right now my shoulders are on the floor and I'm looking over my right shoulder. Now I'm going to take my right hand to my left foot and gaze over my right shoulder. And if you want to, you can take your other hand and put it on your right knee to draw it down towards the floor. But you don't have to, and if it doesn't feel good, you should avoid doing that. Yoga's about feeling good. I feel like I worked my abs today. Okay, so the screen just went dark on the video because I'm using my Mac. So I'm just getting up, yes, to tap it. You saw me do that, but, all right, here we go. Okay, so you want to come out of this slowly. And you also want to take some time to breathe into the lower back. All right, inhale, come to center. Now we're going to roll onto the belly for a moment and come into Sphinx. So the Sphinx pose, the tops of the feet are on the floor. You're tucking the belly button up towards your ribs. Shoulders and elbows are lined up perfectly. And breathe in, and it's like you're reaching your lower ribs forward and your heart is lifting up. So we're stretching the abs here. Exhale, come on down. Actually, let's come into Shalabhasana while we're here. So from here, the arms come back and your palms face up. Inhale, you start like this with your feet on the floor, and then breathe in and you turn your whole body into a big smile. And breathe. So now we're working the back muscles, which are part of the core, right? Interlace your fingers, reach, 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 reach. Exhale, bring it down. Roll onto your back. And cat's tail on the other side. So I'm just going to turn this way so that I'm facing you. This time, the right leg extends. Left leg comes in towards the chest. Take it over on an exhalation. And then bend the leg on the bottom. Grab it with your hand. And here we are again. Ah, feels so good. Breathe. Yep, we're just breathing. It's a very important thing to do. And then inhale, unwind slowly, slowly. Bring the knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Give your lower back a nice little, and your hips a nice little massage. Take both knees together and guide them with the hands. So the hands are motivating the legs in big circles. And reverse the circles. All right. And then, now you're ready for Shavasana. Hooray. So, I hope you enjoyed this video to strengthen your abs. If you have questions, you can reach out to me at rethink.yourfitness.com. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your day and have a great time with your nice strong core. Namaste.